True story. My dad just left to go to Pennsylvania for a business trip, like a venture or whatever he's doing. And he took all the shaving cream. So I just tried to shave my face using hotel facial soap. And it did not work. I have like ingrown hair action and like zit breakout action and just irritation. Hey man, had to be done. I might get another haircut by the time of my show. Today's Sunday. We're into peak week now, and it just seems as though, like, I emailed my coach. I was like, it seems like I'm getting like leaner, like harder and drier literally by the day. And he's like, yeah, you'll see results overnight. It's just crazy. And I was like, because, you know, you're against hippie type voodoo shit and not a lot of, you know, the peak week is like, by big coaches they say don't do it, but then my coach and other coaches do it. You know, most people just do a carb load, but he's manipulating my water, adding sodium in with specific meals. Like, it seems like every time I have rice, he adds in sodium. Every time I have oats, he adds in peanut butter. Sometimes sodium, and it's a special type of sodium. It's MLS, not the disease. MLS, it's like half sodium, half potassium. So, if you know anything about anatomy and physiology, muscles work with the sodium-potassium pump. So, you know, you do need both ions, K plus ions, in order to, you know, contract the muscles. And he also has me taking a specific secret supplement. And basically for the utilization of carbs, and it's an anti-fatigue type thing. So anybody who knows what that might be, comment below. Nothing illegal, no diuretics, no none of that shit. And as I walk down my stairs, because I'm basically house sitting, guys, I'm just chilling, crashing, just trying to get by, drinking the rest of my water for the day, which is this much, probably 8 ounces, 9 ounces. You know, I've been thinking about my life and evaluating, and, you know, I'm not a perfect person. Never have I said that I'm perfect. You know, I think I'm right a lot of times, even when I'm not. And I try to kind of almost fix myself and fix flaws in my character. But something I realized looking back, I've been used so many times by 80% of the people, 85% of the people that are my friends. You know, and I realized that I maybe have 3 or 4 friends, and everybody else has just used me, or they're a fake friend and they go and backstab and this and that. And that's fine. You know, that's fine. Especially just turning 19, you know, you can't expect everybody that you grew up with to be friends and everybody you meet to be a real friend. But there's a lot of shitty people out there. It's just disappointing because it's like, you know, I'm not going to be fucking played. Whether it's by a friend or by a fucking girl, I'm not going to be fucking played. Because I'm smarter than that. I am smarter than that. I'm not a genius, and like I said, I think I'm right a lot of times. And I do overthink a lot of times. But the thing is, the overthinking helps me not be so fucking oblivious to shit. You know, and I'm not going to go giving specific details in my life, but you could imagine just random shit. And, you know, I've been strung along many times, played, all this shit. Hey, man. Fuck you. That's all I have to say. Not fuck you, the viewers. I mean, like, you know, fuck that. Which, you know, through my recent relationship status changing, as I kind of alluded to in a video before, I don't know if you guys remember or not, but I was talking about how me and my girlfriend broke up, or whatever, not too long ago. And it kind of lit a fire, you know? It added wood to to my fire, I guess I could say, because I already had the fire under my ass because losing that show and my conditioning slipping up, binging my ass off, getting fat overnight, and getting watery and just puffy, and going back, getting my coach, getting back on track, going on vacation, fucking up, binging, fucking up, going off my diet, and then starting like 6 weeks out, just doing everything to a T, cardio, training as intensely as I can, staying on my meals. You know, that being like 6 weeks out was like, fuck, I need to turn shit up because I'm not getting on stage looking like shit. And now that I'm leaner than I've ever been and I'm in uncharted territory, you know, the mindset is the biggest thing, and it's all in how you look at it. Because like the other day I was like, fuck yeah, this might be my last show. I don't think I'm going to do November. I'm just going to fucking pick out afterward. I'm going to go fucking nuts and this and that. And I'm like, you know what? I was thinking about it earlier when I was cooking my breakfast. I was like, fuck that. You know, fuck that. I'm doing the November show. No matter what, I don't give a fuck. And I was like, this is going to test my fucking will. Because it's going to make me a stronger person. And it's going to prove that I can achieve what I set my mind to. Okay? I'm not the smartest guy. I'm not the most athletic guy. I'm not the biggest guy, the most aesthetic guy. I'm not the best person overall. My characteristics aren't perfect. But I will work my fucking ass off, and I'm not going to settle for complacency. As I said, you know, I'm going to fucking win. I'm not going to get second. I'm not going to, make top 5. Fuck that. Fuck that. You know, yeah, it sucks giving up foods that I love, but I was like, you know what, I was talking with my dad the other day about my off season, and I'm like, I'm basically going to eat the same foods I'm eating now, just times 5. I'm going to be eating like 4 cups of oatmeal for breakfast with like 8 whole eggs and some ham and shit, as opposed to, 170 grams of egg whites, some peanut butter, and, just, like half a cup of oats. No, I'm going to fucking supersize that shit. But I'm not going to eat a totally dirty diet, but I'll have protein bars, I'll have sludge, tons of fruit, tons of veggies, not weighed, and then I'll have a few cheat meals a week, three cheat meals a week or something like that. Kind of keep it under control and focus on progression in the weight room. So, the thing is, though, the thing I was thinking about earlier was I'm probably 175, 176 right now. I wanted to be shredded. My goals were to beat my prior conditioning, get under 173 pounds body weight, have shredded glutes. Shredded glutes, in a sense, are, I want to be able to, from the side stance, be able to visibly see my glutes. That's what I'm saying. And I think I can do that in 6 weeks' time from today, which will put my show's 5 weeks after my other show. So that's just under 6 weeks. I think I can do that. I think it's possible to lose 7 pounds. And post-show, I'm going to eat something after, and maybe I'll have something for breakfast, but I'm not going to go crazy. And I'm going to stay on my diet, and that is the point where I might crash diet, in the sense that I work my fucking balls off, and I talk to my coach and say, look, can we go like keto, or something that'll push me to the limit, because I want to reach those goals. And just having that thought in the back of my mind that, like, off season, I don't want to be fat. In a sense, I do want to be fat because I just want to fucking pig out. But, when you're lean, everything's way better. You're mentally stressed, and physically stressed when you're lean, but you're confident and you're excited and you have something to go for, contest prep, you have a show, you have a light at the end of the tunnel, per se. Even though there really is no light at the end of the tunnel, because what is a trophy? You pay money for a fucking trophy. But when you're bulking, you're you're very happy, you're satisfied with the food, but your image isn't as good and you're not as confident. But you are getting stronger. So there's trade-offs here and there's trade-offs there. That's why I don't recommend a really, 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 really huge surplus. You could dirty bulk it and you can not track your shit, but to be over, like 16% body fat, I think that's kind of retarded and that's a little bit much. Especially if you're over 20%, then you need to get your act together. But those are just some thoughts that are going through my head, and this is a look at my peak week. These are my foods and the amounts, macros, as you see the carbs, 160, 270, 225, 177, 140, 325, that's my carb load. And look at all that protein. Look at all them protons. Boom. And then for show day, I have everything lined out for me. Look at that shit. Yeah, buddy. I already have it picked out. Super Cookie Crunch. If you guys watched my old videos from my first contest prep, this was one of my favorite protein bars. Shout out to me. Drop a comment if you remember that video, because I remember eating that shit when I was at the college, and that was so good. Tons of calories in that bitch. I think it's 410 or 390, but I'm only having half of it. Maybe I'll have the other half, but I'm thinking, the more and more I think, I'm just going to go to IHOP afterward, because it's much more bro meal. Yeah, I want a burger, but fuck that. I'll go for a more bro meal. I'll get like an omelet or something, and some pancakes. Maybe some Walden Farm syrup. Maybe just sugar-free syrup. And maybe peanut butter. PB2. PB2 would go good. So maybe I'll go pick some up. We'll see.